Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today playing another game against Tibet. 1, 2, 3 from I think that's Slovenia? Oh, it is. Let's go. Yeah. Let's play a Sicilian today. I'm quite new to Sicilians, so already on move two. I'm out of theory, which is awful. Awful feeling. But I see that he's taking some space on the king's side. Um, thus weakening this diagonal. Although, in a future where I can give this check, he always has g3. So it's not really that dangerous. Let's start with knight c6, just developing a knight. Not too crazy. And in that time, we can analyze what this move of f4 also entails. And I'm seeing that e5 is also sort of threatened. I see that that is also sort of threatened. And I really don't know what to do, honestly. So I'm thinking, let's just play g6 and bishop g7 maybe. Because I see that this diagonal might be weak. So I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for that. And let's include the move d6 in it, because I'm a bit afraid of e5. I'm a bit afraid of e5. Bishop g7, and we'll see what this will bring. And because we don't know shit about this opening, um, we actually have to take our time to think, which is a bit crazy, isn't it? Um, yeah. So I want to play knight f6, but after e5 takes, I have knight g5 maybe? Maybe. So knight f6 here, takes. Let's go here, but then he maybe has this, but then we can take with the bishop. All right, I think knight f6 is okay to play. So yeah, it took some time to calculate, but yeah, all right. So our goal here is to really just develop. This opens up the bishop. Okay, I see he might want to put the bishop here, uh, get some type of thing going. Let's castle first. Let's not go too crazy. He will castle as well. And I know in these type of openings where you play f4, the usual thing is to play this and this with the queen. So I'm thinking of ways to kind of avoid that. But honestly, we don't have much space to work with. I'm just making the usual dragon type of moves. It's called a dragon setup, and the whole point of a dragon, that's a good question. I have no clue, actually. The whole point of a dragon is to strike in the center with d5 at some point. But this pawn structure kind of avoids us from doing that. This pawn structure kind of avoids us from doing that. So rook c8 wouldn't make sense because I know this will stay closed for a while. He also has played h3, and I see some weak dark squares just looming around here. I also see this juicy square g3. I also want to, maybe have a strong bishop here at some point. Activate the bishop. That's what I want to do. And I want to occupy the g3 square. So I'm thinking, let's go knight h5, put the knight on the rim. Ah, and then we can threaten something like this. That's what I was thinking. Put the knight on an active square. He is threatening g4 here. That's kind of annoying. G4 is threatened. That is annoying, actually. And this is also, yeah. I thought I was a genius, but yeah, reality sucks sometimes. Let's play e5. If he goes f4, that's kind of annoying. That's really takes. Okay, that seems okay, but now our pawn structure is in shambles. But I feel like we have to strike in the center. I can't really explain why. Um, and he agrees, I guess. And now we have sort of something open. Let's take with the knights. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, honestly. If knight takes, we have here. And if knight doesn't take and we take, we have maybe the square to work with. So that's basically my plan for now. To take this knight. Hopefully he takes. But that's wishful thinking. So let's say he plays bishop here. We'll take. He takes here. And maybe we'll play here. Maybe we'll play it here. Threatening here. So he will take here. Takes, takes, takes. And we end up with a worse pawn structure. That's not something we want, actually. So we cannot force the matter. We cannot force the meta. But what we can do is take here, and then play bishop e5 check. And if he defends, we go here. If he goes like this, we go this. Okay, I think that's actually a good plan. So my first plan of going here was a bit too slow. We actually have to strike immediately. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. Goes back. That's already a win for me. And now I don't want him to ruin my pawn structure, and what I want to do first, occupy this. We might also occupy here, but after takes, maybe not the best idea. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. What does it do on g3? That's also a good question. Anyways, we have to move the knight. g3, f4. What's the best square? What's the best square? Let's go f4. It feels a bit better for some reason. I'm gonna go for my feeling today. He takes, we take back. We are threatening something like this. We are also threatening something like this. So I don't see this as a bad thing. Okay, he attacks this immediately, very well. He also attacks this square, so we have to be careful here. Let's drop back for now. We don't want to trade the bishop, obviously. We also have the bishop pair. This bishop is also ready for operations after we go queen g4. Sorry, queen g5. And maybe now's the time to play queen g5. Maybe now's the time to play queen g5. Queen g5, bishop g4. That's slightly annoying. Can also play h5 first, but then there's a sack maybe. That's interesting. Okay, let's just play, I don't know. So I have queen h4, maybe going here and here. H5, bishop takes, takes, takes. I honestly don't know, but I'm just gonna go for this. If bishop g4, we just go bishop c6, just avoiding the trades. Yeah, and challenging the knights, basically. So he does do that. He does do that. So let's go here. We are taking care of the threats as well. I think we should take the knight. This knight is definitely worth something now that it has landed on d5. Goes queen f3. Okay, let's take. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I hope it's good. And we have to address the issue of this or keep an eye on that. But and we have to keep an eye that we now have opposite color bishops, so an endgame would actually be quite drawish. And we have to take note of the fact that this bishop is kind of trappy. Only these squares are available, and I'm thinking about rook d8. But what can he do against it? What can he do against h5? I don't see it. I'm gonna play it. Occupying these squares now. So now the bishop has no place to go. Yes, we are in dire time trouble, but at least we are thinking about our moves. And h5, h4, yes. So he has to sack the pawn in order to keep bishop. That's indeed what's happening right now. And we are gonna play h5 out of time trouble. Do start to feel the time trouble a little bit now. This h5 move doesn't have any purpose, so I'm not really proud of this move. We might want to go some checky checks, do some checky checks, improve the position of the bishop. You might want to then swoop in like this, but he goes there voluntarily. He goes there voluntarily. And okay, there are no real open files. You might want to need to break it open. You might also just grab some space. Let's grab some space with the pawns. Grab some space with the pawns, see where things will end up. It goes like this. Yeah. I'm gonna... Oh, that's not so smart, is it? Let's push a pawn. Whatever. Let's push a pawn. I push it up to here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but maybe it's good. He will try to push here whilst we try to push on the other side. We can also try to play this, by the way. Can also try to play this, by the way. Which seems like a good plan. Or we can start with trying to... Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. I'm just gonna push pawns in front of my king. And I'm really starting to feel the time pressure. We are up a pawn, but this is all quite meaningless if I don't play accurately here. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got something. Rook takes, and we play here. Bishop is trapped, and I think we got it in the bag. With a piece up, I think plays a lot easier, and also the queen is down. In a winning endgame, things are really, really getting easy, you know? So he goes there. We'll take. He has to take like this. And we happily trade in this endgame. Making sure the pawns are stable. And our plan is simply to push p. The bishop now has also left the space, so we just simply put a rook behind it. He gives a check. Okay, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Because now he's doing this and this. And that's could be quite annoying. And if he goes here, he gets this check, we just go here. Yeah, okay. So I think we have to handle the threats now. I think we have to handle the threats. So if we go here, he has this check. Okay, we go back. Yeah, but then he wins this pawn. That's kind of annoying. Let's go here instead. If he gives this check, we go here. And we defend the pawn for now. We play passive, we defend the pawn. 50 seconds. This is not really something feasible yet. We have to address the issues that are happening here. That's what I'm feeling like. That's what I feel like. Okay, let's go here. Now everything is rock solid. There are no checks. I only have to worry about lateral and vertical threats. I go here, I push this, and everything should be good. Everything should be good. Let's go here. Preparing to push. And preparing to go here as well. Okay, he's obviously preparing to take. Now, let's go for a pawn for pawn trade. We trade down, and then hopefully we'll manage to squeeze this through. He does have some annoying checks here and there. That is something we have to be careful of. If he gives this check, we go here. So he defends everything instead. That's a good move, honestly. I am panicking out of time pressure, obviously. Um, let's go here. Challenge the rook. Not sure if this traded good. Yeah, I have to concentrate, guys. Sorry. Cannot talk, unfortunately. I think it's a draw, but obviously with the time, it's probably not gonna be. Oh, I fucked up. He comes the pawn. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I doomed. Yeah, it's too much. I don't know. Should just, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I should have traded off rooks here. I probably did it out of sheer panic, but it just lowers my chances of really reaching anything. Okay, time trouble, yeah, whatever. But yeah, there was no easy way of getting in here. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough cookie to crack, this one. Let's go to the analysis and see what the actual endgame moves had to be. So obviously we're winning here. This is all correct. This is a winning endgame. Problem is we don't really know how to deal with this. Let's say he goes here and he goes back. Bishop f4, king f2, bishop g5, king e2. He's making a lot of winning moves. So I think, yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, you have to wait for some mistakes to happen, which I obviously make very easily. But I guess you have to keep the tension, keep moving around. And at some point, maybe even this and this kind of helps, right? Right. Let's say he comes here. I always have this check. Let's go, goes here. Rook f1, let's say it goes out and about. It's a very slow endgame, but I guess this is a sort of a plan to win another pawn. Yeah, I think the way to play here is to play it slow, slowly look for opportunities to win even more material because having the bishop was not sufficient, especially not with the pawn being here. So that was the mistake I made. Furthermore, I think the opening, well, the Sicilian actually went quite well after attempting to, after winning a pawn and attempting to trap some pieces. Getting the pawn here was also really quite good. here, d4. Okay. I think here there were some contingencies where we should have played better, but overall, still a good game. I might have lost the game, but rook takes here, and he cannot block. He has to move aside. Bishop d4, and now rook h1 check blocks it. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was some good juju. Wow. So unfortunate that I missed this. I missed the fact that my bishop was also um protecting. I was thinking if I do this here, and I don't have, I don't have this bishop. Let's say this bishop was somewhere else. Let's say my bishop was here, right? Then I wouldn't think this was that good. Takes, takes, or yeah. But oh, this is elegance. Now the rook doesn't have time to stay here, and everything's a lot easier. Nevertheless, it's still good. Yeah. Okay. That was just a big mistake to not go for the check. Come on, man. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.